Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, the top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that? I would have proud the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm for where killers reside. A wild hood only knew boom since my...
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports.
Underway in Allegiant Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. As the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 18 carries, 99 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we have a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Carr. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Patriots take over. Now we get a first look at this Patriots offense and, of course, leading them for his 2nd season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They'll look to throw again. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 17 carries, 59 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Raiders had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Denzel Perryman with a sack. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick, not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. To throw. Jones. The quick slant caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, it's Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 48-yard line.
Now a give to Jenkins running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll try and run with a fullback Johnson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now they'll throw with Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They run for it with Harris, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack on first down, Carr, he gets this to Davante Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Juwan Bentley there to get him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 26. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he's got room, and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Bull. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Jake Bailey on down to punt here on 4th down. That's taken on the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
McCarr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Carr. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. He'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrase that. Put a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will tick by it. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 2nd half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd down at the 26.
On play action, now Carr. His throw incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Setting up the screen. Harris. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sends him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Touchdown, Raiders! His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff to Harris to begin the drive. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. The gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing his car on third down. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
A gain of 22. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a leader touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly,
tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
and this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. The Pats at the line ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's the result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw is Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Here's Carr to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 2 touchdowns. 26 seconds to go. Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Las Vegas, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? trainer. I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky about my face, wearing that funky. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money,